Hello everyone, you are welcome to my channel. You know, the Bible says all things work together for good for them that love the Lord, those that are called according to his purpose. It is good Dr. Bawumia lost the 2024 general election. Even though I'm not an NPP member, I'm not an NDC, NPP or CPP. I'm not a voter in Ghana. I was devastated by the loss of Dr. Bawumia due to his policies. In fact, I could not eat for about a week because I was praying for him to win the election. But now I understand and I thank God for his life and also for the loss. Even though this is a hard truth, it is good Dr. Bawumia lost the election because it would have been hard for him to govern the nation, because I think, as I've said earlier, Nanado didn't want Dr. Bawumia to succeed him. I have shared this in another video. Now, most of NPP leaders did not want Bawumia to win. So they were busy, they worked around the clock against him. They should come out and deny. Also, the party base was as weak as dead body. Most of the party's faithful lamented ahead of the election about the weakness of the party's base. And I don't think a lot was done about it. The evidence now became evident during the campaign. It was so dead that Dr. Bawumia had to be there before resurrection takes place. But do not forget that he is not an omnipresent. He could not be everywhere at the same time. So when he leaves, his opponents goes and sow tares among the wheat he has sown. And since the base was dead, there was no one to counter them. So there was defeat everywhere. Another thing, Dr. Bawumia went to war with weak and unfaithful soldiers. Whilst campaigning with Dr. Bawumia, most of the soldiers were busy sponsoring candidates and unseat some of their incumbent MPs. The result is the so-called Mighty 88 in Parliament. How can you be that wicked? If no one sees you, God has seen you. Again, while the opponent is giving out what has been committed to them, some of the NPP soldiers were so unfaithful that they chose to hide items under their beds. And to my surprise, there was no one out there to see to it that the right thing is done. You saw this during the campaign. The national who, the national what, were all following, they were all out there following the flag bearer and his running mate. Do you think battle is won only in a battlefield? Let's read something from Exodus chapter 17. In Exodus chapter 17, verse 8 to 13, it reads, "Now Amalek came and fought with Israel in Rephidim, and Moses said to Joshua, choose us some men and go out, fight with Amalek. Tomorrow I will stand on the top of the hill with the rod of God in my hand." So Joshua did as Moses said to him and fought with Amalek. And Moses Aaron and Hur went up to the top of the hill. And it was when Moses held up his hand that Israel prevailed. And when he let down his hand, Amalek prevailed. But Moses' hand became heavy. So they took a stone and put it under him, and he sat on it. And Aaron and Hur supported his hand, one on one side and the other on the other side. And his hands were steady until the going down of the sun. So Joshua defeated Amalek and his people with the edge of the sword. You see, my question is, where were the Moses, the Aarons, and the Hurs during the campaign? How many people were left in the upper room to steer the affairs of the campaign? To see to it that the right thing is given to the right person in the right place and also at the right time. Or you thought you could go to war today with yesterday's strategy and still win? Look at the way you behaved, scoring so many auto goals. And NPP, they wonder why they lost. Dr. Bawumia, how on earth could you have governed with these weak and wicked soldiers? You know, say Dr. Bawumia winning, and come on, no more did na chino. Omu bia na obe selected say Odebu mine. I would na they were working against him. Did you know that somebody promised before the primaries that should Dr. Bawumia win, he will buzz people to vote against him? He said it. He said, I have money to sponsor mischief. And this same person was with him day by day on the campaign platform. And you know, most CEOs did that. They are with Dr. Bawumia in the campaign field, but they gave huge sum of money to support the opponent. Reason, because even if you win, they don't want him to win. That is one. And because if you win, I will have no share in your government. My ACU for 8 years until no Majuma Nanya I had to lay it down. Now, why didn't you say, oh, they are not too obey to me, I'll fall baby for baby. Me, I've Mr. Monsieur near my power was I election with Monsieur my follow pa na Monsieur near my womb papa. Nipa Nipa is the greatest asset in this world. But Nipa Corona so one shia. Baby, you do vigilant. Most of them, they were with him. And then they will go and give huge sum of money to support their parliamentary candidates. It's like, when they cry me to me, until let me find favor in the sight of my opponent, so that Dr. Bawumia, it is good you lost the election 2024. And I know you know. NPP before you serious. They weren't serious at all in this election. No. They were not ready for power. Just say, mean to me in case fulu Dr. Bawumia, but they were not ready for power. No. na we say o wene a na saa nkrofo we ya na o san ne wo mo abebu oman a ebekoyi ama. How helpful would it have been to him? Say obe wene no ne saa nkrofo we ya omo bo saa bro we se nyame boa no mpo ma ne wene ya ko no masa bebu man. It is good for him he didn't win. On share the new yie no nsamre bio. Na we die omunyo. Thanks for watching, my dear. See you in another video.